folks, welcome to another edition of At the Pictures with, here he is, Chaz Scorsese, and I'm Jimmy De Palma, and this is...
the Wounded War Veteran.
Aye, that's right, because we saw, what have we just seen? We saw the new war picture, and what a great war picture it was too, not giving away too much, Midway, about World War II and the battle between the American and the Japanese in the Pacific. Is it the Pacific that we're in?
The Pacific.
The Pacific. It's specifically the Pacific Ocean. So let's see what it's all about.
This is the one. Yep, his backstory is quite dark. We'll go into that later.
Well, not go into you're going to go into the dark backstory of a pug. No, we'll leave that, right? Tell the folks what Midway was all about and what your kind of favourite bits were.
Midway was about...
About 2 hours long?
Yep, yeah.
Or maybe over?
It was we went at 5 and
maybe.
now it's 8. So that is 3 hours.
Like travelling time and things. But anyway.
And so, and it was a really good film, and also a really good thing about it. What usually happens in the true story, it tells you facts about what's been big accomplishments they've done.
And it shows you, doesn't it? It shows you, you've got the actors playing them, like Woody Harrelson playing kind of Admiral Nimitz, famous guy and all that. And then it shows you the real Admiral Nimitz, and it shows you the real Dickie Best, the pilot. He's kind of the main guy, he's the pilot. Shows you all the kind of things that happen to him. But that's right at the end, we shouldn't get into that now.
No, Dickie Best is the friend.
He was the pilot, wasn't he? Dickie was the talented pilot. He could land. He turned the engine off and done all kinds of crazy things to land the plane on the aircraft carrier.
Dickie was the pal of the person who could do that.
No, it wasn't. Dickie was Dickie. Dickie would done that.
The person that. The person.
Dickie was the one that chewed the chewing gum.
No, that isn't Dickie. It was Dickie's pal.
It wasn't it was Dickie. Anyway, listen, right, okay, forget it, might have been Dickie, it might have been his pal. A lot of this was quite confusing to kind of people. I'm quite limited in the intelligence kind of quotient, so I had trouble keeping up with a lot of it. It was really fast paced, wasn't it? They were like, 1 minute the Japanese sneak attacked Pearl Harbor, which there's been other films about that have concentrated on that, but this was just one part of the film. A devastating attack, but the Americans counter with, you see all the intelligence that they gather, all the kind of messages they intercept for the Japanese and stuff like that, and it's all about the Battle of Midway, because what is it about Midway?
They're trying to... It's about Midway is middle land from Japan, and Japan's trying to take over it. Because
if they get Midway, the west coast of America becomes available to them to attack. So this was vital battle during the war. And like we have got the British, are we still British?
No.
Yeah, we're still British. The British have got the Battle of Britain, where they never have so few been flying so well in their planes and that. The Spitfire taking on the Messerschmitts, but and the bombers. We've got that. The Americans have got Midway, and they probably were up against even greater odds, because they were up against the Japanese fleet, who were modern weapons and modern planes, and the Americans had the equipment was a wee bit dodgy, and they didn't have a lot of pilots either. And what Dickie Best was one of the pilots. A lot of these people were English actors that were playing them. Are you strangling the pug?
No, I'm just ranching them.
You're ranching them?
Just...
What, are you a cowboy? Charlie's wearing this hat in honour of the pilots. Chazzy J. Anyway, so that's what it is.
Hannah Montana.
And talk us through some of the flying scenes, Chaz.
Yeah, they were amazing how they could actually do it, and the bits what I kind of realised was what was fun is when the plane kept dropped down to drop the bombs, when it was doing that and all the bullets were flying
by. These guys were insane, man.
It was reminding me
Brave.
of a little piece of paper, and it was like a piece of paper
Like the
going
plane?
sideways and something missing it.
Oh, aye. How these bullets never hit some of the planes. But these guys, I mean, the flying scenes are amazing in this film, and it's edge of the seat stuff, and there's a lot of strategy which was way over our heads. But what it was, the Americans laid a trap. They got fooled. They got sneak attacked at Pearl Harbor, and then they sprung this attack on the Japanese. But there was only about 3 planes left at the end, and we're not spoiling it because this is in history books. 3 planes left at the end to attack this carrier. There was only one, and it was just edge of the seat stuff. A lot of British actors, as I was saying, are in this. I recognised a few of them, a few Americans as well. Woody Harrelson's in as Nimitz. What you call him? Dennis Quaid, crusty faced Dennis Quaid's Admiral Halsey. He's in it, and also I think I could be wrong. I'm going to look it up after, but I think one of the Japanese captains was none other than Short Round for the Indiana Jones movies, and Data, Data, the wee one with the gadgets and the Goonies, all growed up, and I don't know about, you got the impression as well?
Wait, is Data a boy?
He was the boy with the gadgets, the go gadget punching bag thing and all that.
No, I actually, don't be bad, but I actually thought he was a girl.
What, in the Goonies?
She aired longer.
No, Data, the guy with that. No, he was the kind of the Asian kid. It was a guy. That was a guy.
I feel bad now.
Anyway,
But
didn't you get the impression, Chaz, getting back to the film that we watched, that it wasn't just the Americans that were brave, it was Japanese, because that's what the film shows as well, that the Japanese were brave as well, they fought bravely. Did you hit him in the face there? You alright?
I don't think you can.
He's so tough. Anyway, but the battle scenes were amazing. It was a 12A because Chaz was there, so you didn't see some too gruesome. But what was the gruesome bit you didn't like?
No.
I know there was a bad bit for kids. This is a warning alert.
The burnt bodies.
There was a burnt body.
Well,
don't say who it was because we don't want to spoil it. But
it's not even a spoiler. It's right at the start, mate.
Yeah, it's important to the plot and that. Isn't it? Well, maybe no. Anyway. It shows all sides of the battle. Japanese, what?
Well, it's nothing more brutal than the game, because in the game you play Red Dead Redemption.
Right, that's brutal. The game I play.
Yeah.
The game I play. Anyway, right, so it's shown for all sides, and you've got the Japanese side, you see that side of Yamamoto and all the guys doing the strategy. You've got the Americans doing their strategy, the pilots, up to the high ranks, and then you've got the guys' wives that are all worried about them back at home, try to keep a stiff upper lip about it and that. So it's really good war film, really fast paced, moved quite a lot quick, didn't it? It was really quick, even though it was quite long. And you'd expect somebody like, maybe John Wayne to be in it back in the day. Some folk like that. So, but anyway, so any last thoughts on it, Chaz?
1 minute. So wait, important business. Vroom vroom.
I think he's wanting to be a pilot, but unfortunately, with terminal lack of coordination and patience. Right, come on. We've returned to do the marks. I'm going to go first on this one as you strangled the pug. I'm going to give it one of my many 4s, but I'm giving it a 4. No, I'm going to give it 3.5 because it did feel rushed in sections. Here's the bit, let's do this, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, here's a scene that's quite poignant. No, let's move on to the next bit. So that was my only gripe, but it felt a bit rushed. But cracking war film, like they didn't do war films like this, much anymore.
I would say a 4.9.
So I'm going into decimal points, so you've got to go there as well. So 4.9, so 0.1, what is it? 0.01, 0. Well, quite close to 5. There. Anyway, so that's, oh no, help me Chaz. What's that? 3.5 plus 4.9. So that's...
Well, okay.
Right, so 3 plus 4 is 7, and you've got the 0.9 and the 0.5.
So carry that, so it is 7, so...
So that's a lot of marks. So there you go. So Midway's done quite well.
I'm not getting the pod.
Salute, and salute to everybody. This is quite close to remembrance, so just salute to everybody who's ever served in the armed forces.
Quick question.
What?
What's your opinion would be the worst war out of these 3 wars? World War One, World War Two, and the Civil War.
The Civil War. That's going back a bit, isn't it? All wars are bad in my opinion, but sometimes necessary. But I would, wars. Even though the films are good and that, they're not really good at the time.
The only war I think was necessary was the Civil War, because once the one side wanted to abolish slavery and one didn't, and the one what didn't was South America, and the one what wanted to abolish them was...
He's given up. Anyway, on that bombshell, that's for another time. Hopefully we'll get the chance to go and see a western together. I think that would be great.
I wish I could.
Have you seen a western?
No.
I'm going to show you some westerns.
The only one the closest to a western I've ever seen is Rango.
The one about the lizard?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll show you a real western. And on that bombshell, goodbye.